Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Strategic Command War in the Pacific. Welcome back to our single player test campaign versus the Eye to get an overview of the scenario and so forth. We're in the midst of June, end of turn 10, and yeah, we are still in the defensive phase of the Allies, but for the first time in a long time we're bringing down a significant navy down here to the Caledonias, since there were some cruiser fights here between the Aoba cruiser and the Houston heavy cruiser. We're fearing for the survival of the Houston, but with a little bit of luck, only a not so huge force of the Japanese that doesn't know of this, hopefully doesn't know of our presence here, will come and hunt it and then go into our trap. If we are in bad luck, there will be the massive carrier fleet of the enemy and we get shattered, so we shall see what's happening next. Yeah, Batavia still holding but going to fall next turn. Yeah, China, we are standing actually quite well, and yeah, China's probably the best spot for us so far. Yeah, everything else we have to see. I mean, there's a part of the enemy's fleet is over here, so not everything can be, not the entire Kilo Butai can be here. So we shall see. So let's waste not any more time and see the replay together what the enemy did. Alright, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, would you like to set up an Office of Strategic Services with William J. Donovan as director, with its remit in this theater being to coordinate resistance movements against the Japanese in occupied territories in Asia and the Pacific? This will involve the recruitment, training and deployment of agents, including some of Japanese origin, to help train, organize and prepare partisans for future risings. Saying yes to this will greatly increase not only the possibility of partisan activity, but also the effect it will have when it occurs. No longer will Japan be able to afford to leave important cities free of units. Setting up the Office of Strategic Services and providing it with adequate resources will cost 100 MPPs at 25 MPPs a turn for 4 turns. Would you like to authorize this action? I'm 100% sure we're gonna do this. But let's have a quick look. Saying yes to this can lead to the deployment of partisan units in Indochina and the Dutch East Indies, as well as increase in Communist China's national morale starting in July 44, following the arrival of the Dixie mission there. Also provides an opportunity to invest in the Filipino resistance. Additionally, investing in the OSS will provide the possibility of Thailand switching sides when Rangoon is in Allied hands, and Japanese national morale falls below 100%, providing Australia, India and USA have not surrendered, and there's an Allied unit within 1 hex of either Bangkok or Chiang Mai. Wait, what? Okay. On an advantage of saying yes to this, it will keep an enemy on their toes, as when they become hard-pressed they will have to choose between guarding places that may trigger an uprising or vacating them and losing control of local resistance movements. Yeah, no, due to time it takes to set up contact with and provide arms and training to local resistance movements, no OSS organized partisan activity can occur before 1st January 1943. Anyways, we'll definitely go for it. 100 is pretty cheap, and just imagine how like one garrison unit costs 50 MPP, so yeah. We're absolutely weak in Japan, so yes, we will authorize that. Especially infantry warfare, nice for India. Infantry weapons for the US, very nice. Intelligence, advanced fighters for the USSR, okay. Alright. No raiding or anything. I want to zoom in a bit so we can go on a closer level. Yeah, since this time I skipped all the disclaimers, okay. Here, our submarine successfully attacking a light cruiser as far as the sea on the way back. That's good. But now the destroyers come. Maybe they actually came to hunt us, I don't know. Oh, there's I think this looks like an escort carrier. So good for submarine hunting actually. Okay. Okay, our destroyer in the harbor being attacked by the San Cristobal bombers. Oh, bad to see that they brought bombers to these airfields. They can disrupt our supply to Australia. Now our newly reinforced fighters, British fighters here, helping out a bit. Like, we should bring the AA between the HQs, maybe. I mean, yeah, this guy, by the way, has no supply, that's why we're pretty easy about it. Wow. But they're attacking the HQ further and further. Well, if the enemy's air force is bound there and deals some damage to the air, that's okay. Communist base, are they storming it? I mean, they have just A little bit odd, they just have a garrison there and fire all their forces. Batavia falls finally after 3 or 4 turns. I kind of forgot it was holding out for way longer than expected, and securing us definitely some nice resources. Oh my god! I'm a little bit... Okay. I'm a little bit scared what is happening down there since our HQs are so easily under attack. That's expensive. But we didn't have more troops, unfortunately. But also the move up there in the cut of the Chinese HQ, I don't know. The enemy has 0 supply there, I think. So it is absolutely not really promising. Well, we shall see, we shall see. Okay, the enemy retreats here too, okay. So the enemy is not going for the trap. Yeah, here they go in tough attrition, and we bring in this garrison to 1 thing, so they won't catch it. Dutch East Indies surrender, yeah. That's gonna be interesting to see what about the units, actually, since we have still this 1 fighter and submarine, yeah, a couple of units from the Dutch in Australia in the meantime. Dutch troops destroy vital installations, that's good. Yeah, here the oil fields. Alright. Yeah, back to the disclaimer, since we had a long one here. Of course, if you're new to the channel, you just got very intrigued by the start. Yeah, leave me a like and subscription would be fantastic, very supportive. Yeah, small channel and profit. I'm happy of every single subscription that goes up. On top, I have the stretch goal at 500 subs. My wife is buying me a new, or sponsoring me a new microphone to increase my audio quality, so it would be lovely if we crush that soon. Thank you so much for support, and of course let me know that in the comments what you always want to get off your chest, what do you want to talk about, what do you want to know. I'm happy to answer. However, yeah, the next weeks during August I'll be a little bit on vacation. I will pre-produce, so don't worry if or don't wonder if my answers come a little bit too late, but I will answer as soon as I come to it. So yeah, you can of course ask me everything and you will almost get an answer to everything. All right. The battleship Nevada was severely damaged at Pearl Harbor. We're confident can be refloated. Yeah, we had this with California as well. Yeah, let's do it. Cheap battleships, that's just nice to have. And here we go. I mean, we have the mass. We gotta use that. Alright, here we are. July 5th in 1942, and we are here back in northern China. Yes. I actually don't know why we moved up here. Let's go back to our base here. I think we wanted to move up a bit with these boys, but they're out of their... Oh well. We have to reinforce here. Let's continue definitely our march to Urumqi. These boys are already in place. Yeah, and we've got... I don't know what I want to do with these guys. Maybe help out a little bit down here. Yeah, we're still debating, since the communists joined the war, where we want to use them. But I feel like the most... Definitely we're gonna upgrade here. I don't want to run against the artillery of the enemy. So... But I think I'm gonna move up to Zhengzhou here. This will be painful when they counterattack with this elite army, but I slowly move the communists down here, so we try to start an attack on Zhengzhou since it's an industrial center and a national morale objective. This could be pretty helpful. Oh, damn it. By the way, I totally forgot we have got infantry weapons 1 with the Chinese, so we should also definitely use that wherever we can. So maybe this wasn't so smart to run to the first row. Well, it is what it is. Okay, down here, this army is very much hurt. We can shuffle some boys in. Yeah, keep on attacking. That's fair enough. Okay, in our favor, that's great. Then we can upgrade here. Next time they can shuffle to the front row. Upgrade. Upgrade. Even here, right? Upgrade. Upgrade. Yep. This will save us a lot of lives and MPPs in the future to have just strong units around here already. So we also shuffle them out. They are still fortifying, right? Yep, so these guys cannot be upgraded, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Oh, damn it, I was wrong. Ah! I was almost 100% sure that we'd be able to move in here. Okay, well then I have to secure it actually with... I have to secure it with the fighters, there's no other way. And bring them next to that. Still think with zero supply they can't deal massive damage to the fighters. Then AA has to go here. I want to secure here a bit. How much supply do these guys have? Oh, the tanks, yeah. Our tanks down here, we could upgrade them at some point, but I don't know if they're still valuable right now. Again, I should have moved the AA in here and retreated those boys. That was not smart from my side. But okay, that's what it is. These guys get upgrades. Let them still, I retreat them. They move in, that's okay. Mandalay can hold out. And then here we got our, yes, situation down here. The British sub can go back to action. And that's a little bit unfortunate down here. Still wonder what we're gonna do with our light tanks actually. Are we gonna use them here or... I don't know. They're kind of useless. We have to upgrade them, of course. Maybe I'll bring them actually up here to support a push on Zhengzhou. Here in these flatlands, they're probably more effective, actually. They've been just standing around for the last couple of days, so... And what I am going to get, actually, since we're lacking a couple of troops down here, especially where it's like hilly and bad terrain but super bad supply, I think that I just saw it, but it's a good idea. I'm gonna get a cavalry division. 84 MPP, that's a good one. That can be fast, cheap, and still can control here the Burma road or here these passes very well, I think. And yeah, hopefully then we get our fighters out. And we need just some more yeah, volume. Okay, and with the communist Chinese. Can we research that? Pretty cheap research down here, right? But no, do we have cheap units as well? Not really. But maybe it's worth it with Communist China to once double shit here the industry also, since we can. So yeah, I don't know how often we can do this, but to get a little bit more out, for sure not bad. By the way, can we actually, I mean, I guess I checked it in the beginning of the match, if we can adjust convoys coming from the USSR. I don't see, yeah, really at maximum. I don't see any reason why we would leave it in a different setup, maybe to research more with USSR early, but I don't know, maybe only in a scenario where the Japanese decide to attack straight away, not sure. Okay, so much about China. We have got India. Do we have... How's the technology situation? We are halfway calm right now. I feel like this is halfway okay. Infantry 1 is good. Spying of production or industry. Could take another industry chit for sure. Guys, we're gonna do the same. Okay, I'm double chitting industry with the Indians / the British also once. So from now on next turn I start producing a bit more, that we get a little bit more substance over here. And by the way, talking about substance, I completely oversaw these boys, which will be absolutely helpful. So another corps, East African Corps, first Corps from Australia. Oh, they are Australian, okay. The 7th Armored. Desert Rats down here in Sri Lanka. Okay, so much about that. Then we've got, okay, it's good to know. So, yeah, our Dutch fighters didn't survive. However, I moved those guys over here to the bigger harbors. The ships did survive. So we've got the Dutch submarine. And I find it very tempting to bring it to Darwin, and from here we operate actually still in the Dutch areas, so British destroyer controlling this line. Then let's do the Reuter light cruiser with Australian MPP. Yeah, let's see what we're gonna do with those. I also kind of feel like probably Australia needs some proper reinforcements. Well, let's reinforce here the 3rd CMF. They were like, because there was a cruiser here, right? That's why they popped up. Probably not a bad idea to reinforce them very cheap somehow. Since, yeah, we could use some extra troops in Port Moresby after the Kanga force was destroyed on ships. Let's see. And here the destroyer? No. But do we have to do research with them? Probably yes. Anti-submarine could be interesting. Also second shit in industry, of course. Is it wise to really also the miners tech industry? I'm not sure. At the same time, of course, the earlier we do it, the better it is, since we have we profit from more MPP throughout the entire game. So I'm not 100% sure about that. What else can we buy? Let's see, is there anything we have to get basically back? A couple of maritime bombers for the Australians would be actually quite helpful. Okay, let's buy those, so we can use them somewhere over here to control the Coral Sea, get some reconnaissance or attack capabilities on top of our fleet. Yeah, this will be useful. So, and it takes still 6 rounds to get in, so let's do them now. Here we go with our maritime bombers. We can still bring them to 18. Then the American destroyer we will repair here in Sydney for sure. Was it Sydney actually? I didn't really pay attention. Here the American sub. Let's bring here to Hunt and Guadalcanal, and then we can still take them to Australia. Flow of supplies to Guadalcanal. Yeah, that's good. Let's put them under pressure. MacArthur Numia. Let's upgrade our infantry. I think same here, even the defensive forces. Well, actually not that important. You will use to get you to 10. Alright, then we have... So straight, by the way, the Dutch one can't be reinforced. Let's bring him to Adelaide, though. Adelaide. Same with the... let's escape with those boys a bit. With the Houston, right? You get your repairs in Australia, where we do have the Navy yards that are big enough. Same with the Marblehead. Light cruiser. Yeah, so now the kind of question is... oh, it's just anti-submarine warfare. How are we gonna do that now? What are we gonna do with our fleets? I mean, essentially, we will need, let's say, 2 turns. We need to bring, if we want to start a counter-offensive somewhere over here, we need to, and we saw there were bombers here, so actually taking out Guadalcanal would be, of course, very, very tempting. But we don't know anything of enemy navies, so... maybe let's move with these guys a little bit up here in a waiting position around Alice. And this is ours, right? We can always come back and strike. Even Tarawa here is dangerous. or like in this position between Fiji, Hebrides, or down here to Australia. Actually, I like this more because here we have our support, some troops, and then we'd rather ensure, also with this Australian destroyer who can go here. Do it like this way. Cannot protect New Zealand, Australia with this fleet and have them here in a strategic reserve. With a couple of screening ships. This is quite a good force down here, and we shall see how this helps out. Yeah. And I guess my idea would be, in case there is no, I mean, we should promise we'd have a little reconnaissance, and once we drive in, probably we could use our aircraft carriers to reconnaissance Guadalcanal. But once we do that, that also would basically present our location of the carriers. And yeah, a couple of these ships moved northwards, maybe to repairs to Japan. But there's for sure other ships somewhere else. Maybe the sub will help to find them. I hope we're not gonna get surprised somewhere entirely random over there. Okay, here we've gotta leave Japan. It's getting too dangerous, but we're coming in here. More subs, more subs, more subs. Oh yeah, here we've got the Hornet carrier. And the Nevada battleship. Do we have anything to do with the US in terms of research? Yeah, we could do. Something infantry weapon was finalized. Yeah, for the infantry I want to get better subs. Because we built a couple of subs that would be really useful. So we can do 55 more. Which is essentially, oh, let's do naval construction. It's going to be helpful a lot. Yeah, armored warfares, armored. I've only played with Japan and totally ignored, and in my single player and totally ignored armored, but probably shouldn't as the allies. But right now I don't see the opportunity to re-invest in those. Okay, we've got the North Carolina over here. We've got the Cleveland Royal Cruiser. Oh, and we've got the California here. I think I'm gonna establish them as a, let's say, Hawaii fleet. Fighters, that's good. And make them all kind of gather over here. So we have a second task force slowly building up. Let's repair then the California as well as the Nevada, and then we can tech them up, and then we should have, I mean, one carrier, a couple battleships. Yeah, next carrier will be helpful. Also, we have our transports income. We've got a garrison and the Eichelberger HQ. Oh, and our tanks down here, the marine tanks. Totally forgot about those. Kind of like a little bit sad down here. But we can't transport them right now. It's okay. We just got to remember they're there. Let's definitely secure maybe Fiji with the Papiti here. Also interesting, but yeah. Move these ships through the Pacific, that's okay. And while we spent already all the MPPs basically, but yeah, we repaired a couple of capital ships. That's very expensive, of course. Alright, that seems to be it for this very turn. But of course in the single player, it's unlike my multiplayer matches. I still haven't found time to really upgrade our ships or here our tanks. It is what it is. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna do a second turn, as I always try to do, and then hopefully this is my biggest fear that but these, they can't really do damage, right? With zero supply, they would rather take damage. And next turn we bring the garrison in. Alright, let's see what the enemy does. They capture this, celebrate the capture, of course. Yeah, and we block a bit of Guadalcanal, that's very nice. East Turkestan fighters attack Kuomintang forces in Zhangyang. Yeah, we are still not getting Urumqi set, but soon. Garrison unit deploys at Singapore, okay. Rectification movement in Yan'an to remove Soviet influence. Industry chit, oh yeah, that was... We double chit just right now. Fighters 2, oh nice. Industry 2, wow, that's great. The tank, yeah, fighters 2, we have kind of to upgrade actually then our aircraft carriers before we get them into any action, which would be wiser, I guess. China production level 2, that's great. Alright, here we go. To be honest, I feel very good right now, since I have the feeling there was no major setbacks or major Japanese successes, and we are like finding time that invade Timor, okay. Time to stack up our forces, but of course this might change every second and when the Japanese come and strike hard. But we will see. Yeah, of course they tried to hunt down us here. I mean, we could okay, there's the Zuiho, I guess, the support carrier. Oh, yeah, we've got to get out here, definitely. Oh, another one. Ooh, oh no, these are actually aircraft carriers. They have 2 strikes, wow. Okay, 2 aircraft carriers here. 3. Hunting down our sub, that's... Dive! It really took no dive at all, oh god. Yeah, well, it's just a sub that we lost, but we lost a sub. And we know now we have 3 aircraft carriers of the enemy operating next northwest of Gurdal Canal. And yeah, with 2 aircraft carriers, I still we shouldn't get there offensively, since there's also land-based bombers around. Here in China, I don't... Yeah, we can bring the other corps standing here on the street to by Beijing. Maybe to Datong and get the garrison down. It's probably very effective. Where were they striking? Did they see our aircraft carrier? But they were intercepted at least. I mean... Did the maritime bombers really strike on our aircraft carrier? I don't know. Okay, the airfights are here pretty... ineffective. The P-40 Flying Tigers... Again, very successful. Wow, they are such... Look at the experience. Level 2 already. They don't even take damage and just deal damage all the time. These are our secret heroes yet. Crazy. Wow, holy moly, and that isn't gonna be painful, but it does 7 damage. Holy, to an army with 11 without taking a single one. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, really... Yeah, you don't have supply, guys. I could have told you this. Thank god this is standing. But... Wow, now the offensive... Okay, so much about the offensive on Jiangsu, so maybe we're just like being there defensively. That was also good. Well, the Japanese intensifying their attacks in China. That's something I could say this turn, but also... And here they will have to retreat, that's good. That's simply nice. And the tanks here are going to be cut off supply easily. Yeah, it will happen, I'm fine with that. Okay, we lost this sub, we lost the communist garrison, that's sad, but that's okay. But we did some damage and we get an Australian garrisons. Okay, then let's jump in and start with the Chinese again. On the way to Urumqi, hopefully soon there. You stick here, okay. Then we wanted to bring in here a proper army. These guys have to get reinforced, of course, but yeah, here Datong will be defended. We lost the commie base over here. Ay, this is insane. But then I think this army will retreat. I think I will bring this core to the communist base. Retreat those boys just to recover at some point. Yeah, we'll not move directly next to Jiangsu. You guys can come here. The communist army building up a bit. Yeah. Then our tanks, I wanted to bring them in. And I have the garrisons here fortifying the mountains. And yeah, it's not critical, I would say. Down here, also not critical, and now we get our new technologies in for most units. Oh, not both times not here, okay, but still. Okay, get you up to Inf 1. Can we not? Oh yeah, we should. They're still constructing. I shuffle them hard out so we can also upgrade them next time. Here everything is just fantastic, to be honest. I will give them, and I rarely do this, over strength. I mean, sometimes it's really worth it, and since they already have the experience, they're doing so well. The Flying Tigers are going to further defend here. Then, okay, now coming to here. Supply 0, what a surprise. Going down to supply 0 now. Here, I think next turn we should be looking really nice over here. Oh, they've got supply now here. That's bad. Oh yeah, they've got supply since apparently there's an HQ or something. Okay, so actually this isn't that optimal anymore, and I'm happy I bought the cavalry division, but still supply 2 is pretty shabby. And we were taking out this tank, so yeah, unfortunately we have to sacrifice some of the points, or we have to still pump into the HQ. It is what it is. But you know what? Could get a core for 135. But I think for the flexibility reason, I'm still gonna get another, or can we research? That's the question. Chinese cavalry division. Some spying intelligence would be, yeah, we don't have the MPP anyways. No, I stick with my intuition. How long does it take to build them actually? Production day 3. Oh, 4, pretty long. Oh, that's the disadvantage. So actually I'm going to get, then let's get another core. Also for here or somewhere else. We have to of course tech them up at some point, but yeah, it is what it is. Good, so much about that. Then we've got the Brits down here. We have an income of, where we are, 120. Not that great yet, but it is what it is. And shall we upgrade or buy something with the Brits? Boats, I don't know. A little bit not set, but do we need... And to be honest, a couple of at least 1, 2, 3, in the end, essentially four garrisons would be nice to just secure, yeah, to secure the harbors. So maybe we're gonna get them. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, just in case I'm getting 2 more garrisons out for the Brits to secure the Indian harbors, just in case. So the Japanese can't easily land anywhere without any resistance, and then we can focus our stronger troops over here. and hopefully build up over time a bit more. We're gonna save the 20 for the next turn. I think it's fair. Before I blow it out on the repairs of a ship over here, rather have it for repairs on the HQ and so forth. Alright. So much about that. Then the British destroyer over here keeps on patrolling. And we've got the Dutch sub. Question is, where do we want it to be stationed? I feel like here in these seas it would be kind of good to have some ice, and why not the Dutch sub, right? Because we knew that there's enemy ships over here, and they can, if they take this route, we have a kind of a warning system. They almost have to get stuck with it. Yeah, that's good. That shall be a good warning system. Yeah, and we've got the enemy weak carriers around here. Which means I'm not going to attack with 2 carriers. Whoa. Oh, damn it, now we have the ships here. I wanted to bring in the special force as well. Then they get their infantry weapons upgrade first. Gonna upgrade here our ships. Also the Reuter. Yeah, I think so. Either we do it now or we can forget about it. So let's upgrade everything, or like repair what we have. And the Australian destroyer just in case patrolling a bit. And yeah, we can. We should upgrade our, since we have advanced fighters with the US, it would be smart to upgrade our carriers, and we do have the necessary supply to do that. I think we can actually do it in New Zealand. Holding on a bit longer. We have the destroyers here, we have a destroyer here. We're not gonna retreat entirely. Have a little bit of ice open, spread out, and our main force here is going to be next to New Zealand just to strike at some point. Yeah, so a little bit of a delay, upgrades will be done, and we have to see where the enemy goes. Problem is, of course, that we lost the submarine, which would have been pretty helpful for us. They already hurt, so I would try to avoid them and rather bring them to our... no, we need them in Australia, right? Oh no! This was a misclick. I wanted to double click and move them down here. I don't want to risk them too much, so let's take a different route. I hope they don't see it over here. We move them this way, whilst this sub can be here on the crossroads. Absolutely. Next to Japan and putting them under pressure. Yes. Then we've got US research. Yeah, we did like have a couple of availabilities often open, right? No, we have one shit in fighters already, so we don't have to rush it that hard. We will definitely double chip industry. Are we doing armor tanks somewhere? Yeah, we do. Then maybe it is actually for the US. We should probably go into our infantry weapons or armored warfare. That's a tough one, but probably we'll do the other thing next time we get something free. Probably we have to redo it then. Hard choice, tough choice, but probably more important quicker is the infantry weapon, so let's do that. Okay, basically blowing out all our NPPs again, leaving us no room to upgrade, but it's okay. Oh yeah, we should do this. We were supposed to go to PG. The Eichelberger HQ, I don't know where it's supposed to go. We're gonna have it around here for the moment. just in security and as a backup. And these guys once again can't be transported. You are making your way towards Hawaii, where we get the upgrades. And you go here, that's all good. So Hawaii strongly, and with the carrier, the anti-air here, and the fighters, I think even a new attack from the Kilobutai would be not as powerful as the first one. Okay, 80 MPPs for the Australians. What can we do about that? Is there anything important? And with the communist, with the USSR? Anything important with the USSR? Maybe getting spying in would be smart at some point. For more knowledge, anything else? Yeah, the Australians. I mean, naval construction, maybe not so stupid for them too, since they do have some overseas possessions, potentially New Guinea and so forth. What does the increased supply distribution of values of ports not connected to major capitals, industrial centers, or primary supply centers? Yeah, but is it that relevant for them? Nah, I doubt it. What is more relevant with the Australians? I mean, we could simply also start to upgrade the HQ, but to be honest, no. I can simply buy it. Now we save up the MPP and buy something bigger then. And we've got an Australian garrison. Where do you want to set it up? I would... What did we buy it actually? Just to get quicker reinforcements? Maybe I put them up in Cairns, because closest to the action, and then if they need reinforcements we can still bring them here. Alright guys, I think that's it for this very episode. I hope you liked this one. We're gonna continue next time, where we see the enemy's reaction to our moves. I hope I didn't forget anything critical. Yeah, let me know what you have on your mind down in the comments, and of course if you haven't yet, it would be very nice of you if you support me with a like and subscription. Don't forget, I'm getting a new microphone if enough people sub this. And let me know in the comments what you think, what you want to know. Of course, I'll be on holiday or vacation the next couple of weeks, but you'll get answers as soon as possible, I promise. And yeah, I'm happy to see you done in the next episode. Bye, your strategy wolf.